So those questions were naturally getting uh, pinged in my mind, and regardless of my religion. First of all, I want to make you clear that uh, obviously religions do bring some kind of uh, influence in your life, but to be honest, these questions were very natural. They were naturally coming to my mind for the last 1 to 2 years. uh, so this is the reason I start pondering about it. And there were times when I used to question the religion which I was following, that am I following the truth or not. So considering that, I then started reading scriptures. I'll not name the scripture which I read, but I will reveal that what uh, in which family I was brought in, I was brought up, and what religion was being taught to me. But I want to make it clear that regardless of the religion, it was a natural inclination from my own, from within, that uh, what's the purpose of all of this huge, complex uh, universe, and why I am standing here. So that is the reason I started questioning. So the very first question which came into my mind that is was this universe created by itself, by its own, uh, just it was a random thing which happened, and there was no planning behind it, and it just happened. It just the role of luck played in, or what would you say that I hope you're getting my point. And whatever the backend story was, it resulted in a huge complex universe with complex entities in it, like human being. Even if we talk about neuroscience, there are a lot of complexities, and there are a lot of things which, if we start exploring, we will not be able to digest those things, and even not every person would be able to interpret that knowledge. So that kind of vast, and that kind of uh, enormous amount of complexities have been uh, settled into this huge universe. So I don't currently I do a job, so I don't have time to rehearse or plan out everything, every topic, and then prepare a presentation or something like that. I'm just saying whatever comes into my mind. So just give me 2 minutes. So yeah, so this is the first question which comes into your mind: why were you created? So this leads to another question. Oh, sorry, that is my older notes. So this leads to another question. Why were you created, and were you created by chance? I will not use the word created since that would cause confusion. Why are you here? That would be more unbiased because I don't want to put biased statements. Why are you here in this planet? Uh, are you here by luck, chance, whatever you say? So because I won't be going into the very details of uh, the very complex topics which atheists then bring in order to protect their idea of uh, their whole ideology of being atheist. So I'll be just dealing with very basic fundamentals questions, and then with by using simple logic rules we'll try to reach to solutions or reach to possible solutions. So these are the two main questions. Why are you here, and are you here by luck or chance? So the first thing is that uh, witnessed witnessed things are greater or hold more value than unwitnessed things which are based on theories. I'm not negating that. I'm not negating that these theories are wrong. Uh, they might be wrong because theories can be wrong. Uh, but law is something which witness things. Law is greater than the unwitnessed things. Okay. Obviously, when a theory is strong enough and it has been proven correct 100%, then we uh, make it equivalent to laws. And we have read a lot of laws considering science. So, considering that we are have been born in this universe and we have been witnessing things, and uh, so the very basic idea, so the very basic common sense would be, I would use that word, common sense would be uh, that we, in order to, considering that we have witnessed things, we have to keep this thing on more priority in order to find any answers to our questions, if you're getting my point. uh, I'm trying to say that if if something if if every um, if every action has a cause, all right, because if because considering the laws, now I'm prioritizing laws, okay, considering the laws, anything in this universe cannot even move from its place without a force behind it. You have to move a glass from your table to to the right side, even moving that glass 1 inch, that even that requires some amount of force. You are breathing, even that requires some amount of force, uh, which is being done, which your body is putting the effort behind it. So we are we are considering these things, we are seeing this thing, that everything, every object uh, requires a force behind it, requires a action behind it in order to uh, move, or in order to transform, in order to, change, uh, in order to have a change, in order to have an influence. So that thing is proven, and we have witnessed that thing by our own eyes, by our own ears, by our own mind, that everything happening in front of our eyes is due to some effort being done on it. Okay, I will not be going to complex things, complex definitions and all that stuff, but I'll be using very basic logic so that even teenagers can understand my whatever what I want to communicate. So if every action has a cause, and everything happening in front of us is due to some effort being done on it, then obviously it means that there was a force behind the initiation of this universe. That is a very important line, guys. Currently, we'll not be talking about that what that force was. Okay, that I don't want to be biased right now. But this thing is important, that there was a force behind the initiation of this universe, because we are driving this thing from this law which we have witnessed. Okay, we won't we cannot risk uh, this idea behind theories or assumptions. We need a very strong uh, witnessed proof which can be played as an analogy in this universe in order to answer this question. Okay, there was a force behind the initiation of this universe. First of all, every atheist, every religious person, first of all, should agree to this point. I think there is no ifs and buts on this use case.